looking to start wrestling, but you're a little late to the game, maybe you're in high school, in college, or you're an adult and you're just looking to learn wrestling, this video is going to be in response to the comment I received on my last video. This guy was asking, hey, what if I'm in college and I'm looking to learn wrestling? Should I be watching technique videos, doing drills at home prior to starting at a club? I would say no. You're gonna wanna do these things simultaneously, all right? You're gonna wanna join a club as soon as possible so that you have practice partners and coaches to guide you along the process. And you're gonna wanna be supplementing your practice with online training as well. And that's what we do here at Iron Faith. When a kid starts off, we have them do the practices, and that correlates to the technique videos we give them at home. Now, what techniques should you be focusing on if you're first starting wrestling? This is what we call our level 1 techniques here at Iron Faith, but it's gonna be this: good stance, doing what we call a penetration shot. If you look up penetration shot, you'll be able to see that. Sprawls, being able to sprawl, that's how you defend a shot. Being able to do a stand-up, and being able to do a breakdown on top and a half Nelson are gonna be your basics, all right? After that, that should be you can learn all that in a week, realistically. And a lot of that stuff you can actually do at home, right? You can move around your stance, you can do shots in your stance. Essentially, it's the same thing as shadow boxing. You can do shadow wrestling, or we call it stance in motion. Once you've gotten some of those techniques down, the next thing you're gonna wanna focus on are these techniques. Single, finish on your feet, or uppercut finish. High crotch, finish on your feet. Double, finish on your feet. That's the main techniques in neutral. Then you're gonna wanna work on sprawl, go behind. So when somebody shoots on you, when somebody tries to grab your legs, sprawling on them and spinning behind them. Then you're gonna wanna work on bottom. We call it a tripod stand-up. Is the number 1 stand-up in wrestling. The other stand-ups are fine. There's a lot of other techniques to get out from bottom, but the tripod stand-up is gonna be your bread and butter when you're starting out with wrestling and at the highest level. On top, you're gonna wanna know an arm chop breakdown and a spiral ride breakdown. And then you're gonna wanna learn a half Nelson, which is the first turn you're gonna learn. It's very effective at the younger level. It actually isn't very effective as you start wrestling better opponents, because it's a very easy move to defend. You're gonna wanna learn some cradles. And then once you've mastered those moves, then you're gonna go on to moves when the person defends the moves you just learned. So you shoot a single. What do you do when your opponent sprawls? You shoot a high crotch. What do you do when your opponent sprawls? Same thing with double. You try to arm chop, they defend it, what do you do next? So as you get better, you wanna follow the chain of your wrestling, and you don't wanna just learn a bunch of random moves. Your moves should connect together. The way we teach this is your wrestling is gonna be like a tree. The base of the tree is gonna be, say, your number 1 leg attack. Say it's a double leg, okay? And then you're gonna have, what do you do so you'll have your double leg, then you have a branch sticking off of it, all right? That's gonna be everything that happens when your opponent sprawls. So if your opponent sprawls, what do? You're going to do knee pound back in, finish double. That doesn't work. Okay, let's branch off that. Now you're gonna do post, switch to single, backside finish. Then they shin whizzer on you. Then you're gonna shelf it up, pick it up, and finish. This may be going a little bit over your head, especially if you're a very new wrestler, but the way you're gonna want to build your wrestling techniques is stringing them together. They should all connect, same thing with top and same thing with bottom. So hopefully this helped you out. Again, don't hesitate to get into a club. Get there as early as possible. Don't be afraid. There's plenty of wrestlers that do not know what they're doing that are at that club. So don't be afraid to get in there and get some knowledge from these coaches. They've been doing it for a while. They're gonna help you out. They're gonna give you the right techniques. And I would recommend, going on this is my personal channel, but go on Iron Faith Grappling, look at the playlist for level 1. It's gonna show you some of those techniques that I really highly recommend. you going through when you're first starting out with wrestling. If you have any questions about any topic relating to wrestling or business, breakdancing, running a club, I got a lot of different things. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comment. As you can see, I do respond, and I'll respond with a full video, especially right now where I'm not really getting that many comments. So if you comment it down there, I'm gonna make a video on it and answer any questions you guys have. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.